How are we doing today, everybody? It's Watch Display here. Thank you for checking out this video. And if you like nice watch photography, check me out at Watch Display on Instagram. And today I have for you a beautiful tritium vintage Rolex Submariner 16618. This one, I believe, is an L serial, so it dates it to 1989. This one does have the holes case and obviously the older style bracelet. It has tritium markers and the blue sunburst dial and the blue aluminum insert, and this one has the original tritium pearl on there also. I have had the 6-digit solid gold sub before in the bluesy. It was an amazing watch, but I am really happy that I decided to check out this 5-digit because it surprised me, and I'm almost 90% sure it would surprise you. So what was awesome about the 6-digit? Well, the glide lock clasp, the newer style bracelet. But what wasn't very awesome about the 6-digit? For me, it was the way it wore. So the 6-digit ceramic stainless steel model already wore pretty bulky. I mentioned that on one of my other videos of the no-date Submariner that I recently got, and I was talking about the ceramic variant that I just recently had for the 4th time. And it just didn't wear for me as a very good daily diver. The clasp, while it's amazing, takes up almost the entire underside of the real estate, and it's a lot bulkier than the older style clasp. And what you'll see here, and the 5-digit, and keep in mind this is on a 6 3/4 inch wrist, just to kind of give you an idea how much real estate. And this is a very heavy watch. I'll try to get the weight on it and then add it in the comments. I meant to do it before the video, but I completely forgot. But you'll see that this one in 1989 had solid end links, which was decades before the steel versions got solid end links. The bracelet is also solid compared to the two-tone models. They have like the hollow center links. These are all solid gold. Now, it's not nearly as solid as the new bracelet. I will be completely honest with you on that. The construction's not as solid. There's more gold on the new one. And then, of course, you get the stamped clasp in gold. But I will say, when you compare this to this in weight, they are very different. And it's like that on the ceramic version also, but the new ceramic stainless steel watch is such a well-made watch with that nice bracelet and nice glide lock clasp that the difference is, yeah, you definitely feel it when you just sit there and hold it, but when you're wearing it, they're both substantially heavy watches. This thing is not heavy at all, and you still get a little bit of rattle with this bracelet, but it's not nearly as much as you do on the stainless steel. And I will say, even the stamped clasp feels much more substantial than the stainless steel variant. I don't know if there's more gold in this one. I cannot verify that at all, but definitely a really nice made watch that really threw me for a loop, considering it's an 89, and the Submariner that I had, the 6-digit, was a 2019, basically brand new when I got it. And this one is it just wears so nice. I love the classic proportions. Not that I would probably take this off the bracelet, but you have the easy fly ability of just using a toothpick. And I don't have a toothpick here, but I always recommend to use a toothpick. It's wooden, especially on gold models, so you don't have to worry about scratching as much. And I feel like it just doesn't put as much wear on the spring bars either. And you will see on this one, another reason why I got it, this one is unpolished. So this one has never been polished before. It's the original finish. So yeah, there are some marks. There are some dings here and there. No deep dings, but there are some, it's not like someone freshly polished this watch. But this is a watch that I would want unpolished. And I did another video where you can really zoom in on the clasp, and if you throw the light over it and you turn it like that, and you look on the narrow parts of the clasp before the little tips or the balls or whatever you want to call them, you can see that this doesn't flare at all. This has never been polished before. Now, the more you wear these, of course, the brushing is almost gone on here. Some people that'd be a big no-no for them. For me, in the collectability standpoint, I would rather it be unpolished, given I'm going to wear it. But here it is again on a 6 point, and I wear it just a little bit loose just in case my wrist expands here in the heat here in Florida. You'll see that the markers are starting to, they're already creamy, but you're starting to see they're almost getting kind of like that custard color. You can really see up on that 12 o'clock triangle where it's like starting to come in towards the center. And then the stick at 6 and the stick at 9 are already almost completely custard. And the hour markers are slowly behind there also. This one also has the original tritium hands, and most people will know that the hands usually age sooner than the actual dial indices. This is a period correct insert, and it is a tritium pearl. Now, is it original? There's no way for me to really know that, but I don't think this watch was barely ever worn, and if it was worn, very seldomly, because it's just like normal desk diving wear. I will say this, compared to the 6-digit, it seems like the newer gold doesn't scratch as easy. I don't know if it's new metals they've added into their proprietary blend on their gold to help it not age as much, but this one you can even see has some patina there on the end links. It's hard to see in the video, but there's even a little bit of a haze of patina on the entire watch. But it's just a really excellent example, and something to note that the Submariner, and this isn't on all of them, and I can't get you the exact date to tell you, but you'll see this center lug. At first glance you say, hey wait, that's not polished. This lug is thinner than that lug. And actually, in all actuality, it's a mind game. It's actually not as thick, it just slopes more. And they do that with the crown guard Submariners, particularly the older ones, to make it look more symmetrical on the wrist, given there's crown guards on this side. So it's something to note if you're trying to look for an unpolished example. This one has been fully serviced by Rolex in California. And you'll see it still has the original sticker. There's a few little minor scratches on the underside of them where this bracelet was probably taken off maybe for cleaning. But all in all, it's a really well-made watch, and honestly I'm just thrilled to have it. You won't probably be able to see this in the video, but this dial is actually turning purple too, and it's more noticeable in certain photos at angles, and then it's really noticeable out in the direct sunlight. In direct sunlight this thing looks almost as like a straight violet purple. It's gorgeous with the blue and the tritium and the gold. But yep, it's a great video of this one. I'm hoping to keep this one. As you all know, I say keepers all the time, but then I end up selling them. But it's pretty hard to find an unpolished example of this that's got a super tight bracelet. I mean, it's hard to show you on the camera the way it's set up, but there's really barely any slack in this bracelet. It's very tight. But just an excellent example, all original, champers intact, beautiful. Thanks for joining me, and check me out at Watch Display on Instagram.